Hi everyone. Good evening, all of you. Right, hope you're all doing well. So, we'll be continuing our discussion on this all state PSC PYQs of surveying. So, what we have discussed, we were discussing the questions of what? Aerial photogrammetry questions we were discussing now. So, the same questions only will be continuing now, if you just remember all of you. Same aerial photogrammetric questions only. Some questions we are done, some numericals also we are done, and will be continuing with other numericals and other theoretical questions will be going with. Okay, right. So all of you, welcome to Unacademy. Let's crack it, right? Everyone get ready to crack, all of you. Everyone get ready to crack. So this is my profile, you can follow me at VH, and this is my referral code you have to use, right? What is the referral code you have to use always? RP Civil Live is the referral code you have to use always, right? RP Civil Live is the referral code you have to use always whenever you are subscribing to the Plus and Iconic courses, and whenever you are accessing these free classes, and for each and every activity, right? For each and every activity you have to use the referral code RP Civil Live, okay? And inform to all your friends and juniors also to use this referral code RPCV Live for any activity. Okay, so these are all the subjects I'll be taking in an Academy Plus platform. And now 26th, right, tomorrow there will be that combat event you are having, right? What is that combat event you are having? That a major league combat is present, right? What is that a major league combat present, all of you? Major league combat, there is a guaranteed scholarship test you are having, right? So don't miss this guaranteed scholarship test, all of you. So depending upon the rank you are getting, and you will be getting this scholarships, all of you. Okay, so what is the referral code you have to use always? RP Civil Live is the referral code you have to use always whenever you are subscribing to the Plus and Iconic courses, if you just observe. Okay, right. Now, so what is this you can say? These are all the price gaps you can say, right? So Plus and Iconic subscription, price gap and price comparison between the Plus and Iconic subscription. When you are using the referral code, suppose if you are using the referral code RP Civil Live, okay, use the referral code RP Civil Live and you will be getting this 10% discount. Okay, so don't miss this, all of you. What is the referral code you have to use always? RP Civil Live is the referral code you have to use always. Okay, right. One sec. Yeah. RP Civil Live is a referral code you have to use always, right? And these are the new batches just starting, right? That is your target batch for this GATE and ESE 2023, and this vision batch for this GATE and ESE 2024, and bilingual English and Hindi will be there, and it is for civil and it is batch C, you can say, right? What is the referral code you have to use always? RP Civil, right? RP Civil Live is the referral code you have to use always, right? Whenever you are subscribing to the Plus and Iconic courses, RP Civil Live is the referral code you have to use, right? So now whenever you are taking this Iconic subscription, that 1:1 live interaction sessions will be there. Monthly 2 sessions you will be having, right? So GATE 2022 toppers, these are all ESE 2021 toppers, you can say, right? So now these are the differences between this Plus and Iconic subscription, right? Whichever is suitable for you, you chose that, right? So RP Civil Live is the referral code you have to use, right? Now coming to our discussion, right? Aerial photogrammetry, how many questions we have done in the yesterday's class? Yesterday means on 22nd we have done this class now, and today's class will be continuing that, right? How many questions are done? If you just remember that 490 questions are done, right? These 490 questions are done previously. So now we'll be continuing with which one? Part 58, right? Part 58 and chapter 9, right? This aerial photogrammetry only 491 question, right? So try to write the answer for this 491 question, all of you. Write the answer for this, all of you, everyone. All of you write the answer for this. Write the answer for this, everyone. Somebody? Write your answer for this 491 question, right? Nobody is there? Okay, very good. Anyone? Right. So what is that given here? If you just observe a section line AB, a section line AB appears to be 10.16 centimeters on the photograph, right? AB line on the photograph means this is your small AB. Now you can say on the photograph we'll be representing it as this small AB. Photograph for which the focal length is 16 centimeters, right? That F is nothing but your 16 centimeter, right? The corresponding line measures which one? This 2.54 centimeter on a map, which is to a scale of this 1:50,000. The terrain has an average elevation of this 200 meters above the elevation. The flying altitude of the aircraft above the mean sea level during the photograph will be, right? You are asked to identify which one. So what is it given? That a map scale, if you just observe, right? So corresponding line is measured on the map, right? What is that map? That map scale, if you just say, it is not the photo scale, right? It is a map scale, right? What is the map scale given? Map scale is nothing but your 1:50,000, right? 1:50,000 is your map scale. And what is that small AB on photo? It is on photo given, right? What is that small AB on this photo? 10.16 centimeters, if you just observe, right? And what is that focal length given in the question? That focal length F equal to that 16 centimeters is given in the question, right? And what is the average elevation? H equal to, if you just observe, that H will be equal to that 200 meters elevation from the mean sea level, if you just observe, right? And what else is given? You are asked to identify this capital H na, and capital H you are asked to identify, if you just observe. What is the you are having? If you just say photograph distance, right? What is that you can say? That is your photo distance divided by photo distance by this map distance. Photo means aerial photogrammetric photo na. Photo distance by this map distance is equal to, what is that you can say? That is your photo scale divided by this map scale, right? Photo scale divided by this map scale, if you just observe, right? What is the photo distance? 10.16 centimeters is the photo distance given na. Yes, 10.16 centimeters, right? What is that map distance? If you just observe, that map distance is your 2.54 centimeters, right? What is that photo scale? If you just observe, that photo scale we do not know, right? That photo scale we do not know, if you just observe. Photo scale divided by this, what is that map scale? 1:50,000 is the map scale you are having na. So then from this, what is that you are getting? You will be getting this photo scale. So what is that photograph scale or this photo scale, you can say? That is 1:12,500 you will be getting, right? 1 how much you will be getting? 12,500 you will be getting, right? So 2.54 is there now. 10.16 divided by this 2.54, right? How much it comes to be if you just observe fours, right? 2.54 fours na. So 50,000 by 4 is 12500, you can say, right? It is simple to get this photo scale, right? But what is that photo scale we have? That photo scale is equal to that F by this capital H minus this small h na. So 1 by that 12,500 is equal to, what is that focal length? 16 centimeters into 10 power minus 2 meters, right? Divided by capital H flying height you are asked to identify minus this small h ground height is 200. So then this implies what is that flying height of this aeroplane or the height of this camera axis with respect to this data. Everyone, how much you are getting? Somebody just check it. Somebody check this value and tell me how much you are getting. Somebody calculate and tell me how much everybody is getting. Tell me someone. No one is answering. That capital H comes to be that 20 to 100 meters, right? Capital H is your 20 to 100 meters, you can say, right? Like that, okay? This is your 491 question. And now 492 question. So select the answer for this 492 question, everyone. Tell me, everyone. Solve this, all of you. Someone? Okay. A camera equipped with 150mm focal length, right? What is that focal length f given? That focal length f is equal to that 152mm you are having, right? And is used to take a vertical photograph from a flying height of this 2720 meters, right? What is that flying height? That capital H is equal to that 2780 meters, right? 2780 meters, right? Above the mean sea level, right? If the terrain is flat and located in an elevation of this 500 meters, right? So what is that H? You can say that elevation, it is your 500 meters, then the scale of this photograph will be, right? So what is the scale of this photograph? 1 is TS you will be getting, that is f by this capital H minus this small h. Now what is it? You can get 1 by s is equal to that focal length is what? 152mm, right? So 152 into this 10 power minus 3 divided by this capital H is 2780 minus this small h is which one? This 500, right? So then this implies that 1 by s is equal to how much you are getting, everyone? That 1 by s is equal to how much you are getting, everyone? 1 divided by this 15,000. Okay, 1 divided by this 15,000 is the scale you are getting if you just say, right? Isn't it? Now select the answer for this. So there is nothing here. 493. Select the answer for this 493 question of you. Somebody select the answer here. Somebody solve this. Anyone select the answer? Right. A camera is having a focal length, right? What is it you are having? A camera is having a focal length of 20 centimeters, right? What is that focal length f is given? That f is equal to that 20 centimeters used to take a vertical photograph of a terrain having an average elevation of this 1000 meters, right? What is that small h given? Small h is your 1000 meters, right? Elevation of this ground, right? Whose photo you are taking, right? The height above the sea level at which the aircraft must fly in order to get a scale of 1:7000, right? So what is that? That is scale 1:s is equal to that small f by this capital H minus small h. Now to get this scale of this 1:7000, at which height it has to fly, right? So your focal length is what? 20 centimeters into 10 power minus 2 meters divided by this capital H, height of flying with respect to mean sea level we do not know, and small h is 1000, right? Then what is that capital H you will be getting if you just say capital H comes to be that 2400 meters you will be getting, right? So what is the 2400? Option D will be the correct answer, right? Now 493, 494 question. So we just observe this 494 question, right? What is the answer for this 494 question, everyone? Select the answer here. Somebody select the answer here. In the context of aerial photography, is the term for angle formed between the right line and the edges of this photograph in the direction of this flight, right? So this angle, what is that angle called as? That is called as your crab angle only, you can say, right? Generally representing for which one? Angle formed between the flight line and the edges of this photograph in the direction of this flight, right? Flight line and the direction of these edges of this photograph, right? Flight line and the direction of these edges of this photograph, right? That is your crab angle, you can say, right? That is your crab angle, you can say. Right now select the answer for this 495th question, everyone. Select the answer for this 495th question. Someone? So in photogrammetric surveying, the stereoscopic view in which the overlaps are kept outwards and in which natural order is reversed, right? Natural order is reversed means suppose if you are proceeding in this manner and we have to do it in a reverse manner on the photos, right? So that is exact view. Can you call it as orthoscopic and a paralytic and a perspective view? No, you call it as what? Pseudoscopic view, right? Pseudo means what? That is not existing actually, right? In reality it is existing from this left to right, but you are arranging them in which one? This is right to left, right? Like that. So therefore it is not the exact view, it is a pseudo view, you can see if you just observe, right? 495. Now 496 question, select the answer. Select the answer for this 496 question, everyone. Overlap in an aerial photography refers to, right? What is that overlap in the aerial photography is referring to? The overlap of ground features due to the inclination of this camera. Overlap of ground features to differentiate the elevations of this object. The same ground features taken from two camera positions, right? Blurring due to the lack of focus in the photograph, right? What is it you can say? Overlap in the photograph is nothing but simply same ground feature, right? So if you just observe this ground feature from the first photo you are taking and the second photo, both you are taking same feature, right? Same ground feature is present in the first photo and second photo, means the common same ground feature is called as your overlap, right? What is it you can say? That option C will be the correct answer, na? Yes, that option C will be the correct answer, right? Okay. Next 497. If you just observe, what is that? The terrestrial photography is taking photographs of, right? Aerial photograph means taking the photographs from air, higher elevation, by means of these helicopters or aeroplanes, or by means of which one? These are drones, everything, right? Terrestrial photograph means suppose if you are having some elevation and you will be just fixing your photos here, right? You will be just fixing your photos here and you will be taking the photos, right? You will be taking the photos, right? So fixing the camera at higher elevation and taking the photos of this ground, right? That is called as your terrestrial photograph, right? That is called as your terrestrial photograph, right? Taking the photos from the ground itself is called as your terrestrial. Taking the photos from this air is called as your aerial photographs, right? Like that. Now 498. What is the answer for this question, everyone? What is it? In photographic surveying, the bisectors of this angle between the lines joining the plumb points and the principal points intersects the found and picture planes at L, I and I respectively called as, right? What are these points if we just call them as? What are these points you are calling them as, right? What are these points you call it as, right? The points you can call them as which one, right? The points you can call them as what? Generally principal points, right? Because principal points, right? The points, plumb points are nothing but your principal points only, right? Plumb points are nothing but your principal points only, right? So with reference to them only we'll be taking the measurements if you just observe, right? Whatever you are measuring, right? Whatever you are measuring, yeah, whatever you are measuring on the ground, whatever you are measuring on the photo, and it will be converted to this corresponding ground distance, right? Like that, right? Relief displacement and everything also will be based on these things only, you can say, right? Okay, so we'll be stopping here, and in the next class we'll be continuing, right? Again in Monday we'll be continuing the remaining questions on this aerial photogrammetry. Thank you.